Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So we have some very, very exciting Phase 8 PTR news revolving around the ASHBRINGER legendary two-handed sword, as well as finally seeing some hints that we might be going to the Zone of Hyjal. I don't know if they tied together, but these are definitely two things that I was not entirely expecting to be this in-depth and get this much information on, and I am just super freaking stoked for it. So, the first hint we have is with Scarlet Inquisitor Calderon here, and he said, you can say, Calderon, I noticed that you've lost the blade you carried in Naxxramas. What became of it? He is carrying the ASHBRINGER, and he is the dude that we interact with the ASHBRINGER for the quest, and it says Calderon eyes you with barely contained hostility. Weapons are tools, a resource, nothing more and nothing less. The tool served its purpose and has been replaced. This is a pointless triviality, mage. Mind your own concerns. So, you know, just being a big old jerk as usual, but anyway, we're now going to switch it over here to all of the hints and data mine material for the ASHBRINGER. And I gotta say, it is a lot of stuff, and I don't know the exact order, so I'm going to do my best to take some guesses, and show you guys what I think just might happen. So, we're going to switch it over here. And so the new item, the Corrupted ASHBRINGER, is a legendary two-handed weapon that just has pretty decent stats, obviously, for a legendary weapon, as it should. And it looks to be like a just new weapon, like redone, and I'd imagine this is either the beginning of it or it could be the end of it, and then you have additional things to purify it to have the ASHBRINGER. I just simply do not know, but we have a ton of legendary materials as well, so we're going to go through these as we go. And we have Stone Shaper Notes, which might help you learn how to make these things right here. Light Forged Iron, which might be a material that could be used there. I could see that being a thing. Then we have Shards of Crystallized Light, which stack to 20. We have Splinters of Crystallized Light, which stack to 20. We have a Crystalline Axe, which stacks to 20. You know, there is a really famous axe with Broxigar that, you know, we've kind of forgot about a little bit, so maybe that is in there for things for people. I have no idea. Then we have the Ruined Lightforge Blade, which begins the quest, and as you can note here, it is Warrior, Paladin, and Hunter. So Hunter is very, very interesting for this. I don't really hunters can't even wield two-handed swords, so it's very very interesting for that. Then we have the Hilt of the ASHBRINGER, which is probably a combination of combining all those pieces. An important thing is the use at the bottom, as well as it has durability, and it says attempt to make contact with the will of the ASHBRINGER, 4-minute cooldown. Then we have the Emblem of the ASHBRINGER, which says combine the Emblem of the ASHBRINGER, the Light Forged Steel Billet, and the Hilt of the ASHBRINGER together. The Light Forged Steel Billet is nowhere to be found in these numbers, so we have absolutely no idea what that is. I looked, I couldn't find any reference or anything to it. So then we have the Inert ASHBRINGER right here, which has a lot of interactions and things that we can sort of do and change, and like you have the reforged blade of it, and you have the hilt, and it's reassembled the blade. So these are just like things that are category like they're together, so it seems like you bring the Inert ASHBRINGER or a blade somewhere, and then we have Heating the Blade, which involves the Inert ASHBRINGER, and then we have the Tempered Blade, which you quench it, and it right here, a very, very important thing is quench the heated blade in the waters of the Well of Eternity. So, I believe the Well of Eternity is in Hyjal, or I can't remember, honestly. I think it's Hyjal. If it's not Hyjal, it's Azara. So it's in this area. I think that's when the Sundering happened and everything. I gotta brush up on the lore. But anyway, so going to Hyjal, we could use the Waters of the Well of Eternity, and it would be really, really cool. So that brings us to part 2. And these screenshots are shared to me by someone named Superb, in one of the Discords I'm in to look at all these discoveries and stuff. So really cool stuff. So the very first one is this. So this is where, if you go to Hyjal on the live server, this is how it is normally. Anytime you go to Hyjal, if you do any of the exploits to climb up the mountain or fly in there, teleport, whatever it is, these construction signs are there. So on the PTR, the construction signs are gone and they are replaced with very nice looking rocks like this. So very, very cool and interesting with that. Now the next thing is a Hyjal bonfire that is an interactable quest where you have to kill this mob right here for a branch of Nordressel, which is very interesting. Then we have PALLYS Crow, who is a druid that plays a bigger role in Legion and further on in the lore. But she she's in Everlook, and she is also here by the World Tree. And she said, "You should be hasty, druid. There are many creatures looking up here that will quickly take interest to your presence. Some of which are my fellow druids. If they discover you here, well, it could get messy. Then you can say, 'Fly me back to Everlook.'" And so she does that, and you get a debuff called "Hang on for dear life," and then you appear. And now they have turned the crater into something really cool, and it is a giant oozling. It has no name. It is not interactable. As you can see, this is a Tauren on a Kaghoe here, and that thing is just absolutely massive. I don't know what this is, what it could be, but I am super stoked. We have all the little breadcrumbs of what could be a quest, what could be a legendary quest line, taking us to Hyjal, utilizing professions, crafting these things. I don't don't know if like Scarlet Ashbringer could drop. It's funny that it's sanctified though. That's really that's interesting. I wonder if they're gonna tie something into that as well. But it is pretty cool to see that, and like I don't know if the last boss is going to have a chance to drop this, or if you're going to be able to just pick up these notes, this iron, any of this. Like there's just so many pieces to this puzzle, and right now we could just see some of the pieces in the game where we have no idea, but it is looking to be really freaking awesome. I cannot wait to see what happens unfolds. I might honestly, I'm hoping for Horde Paladins just so I could do that quest line and show people and get it out to the world, because it is truly fantastic. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you found anything. Let me know just everything that you think we could potentially see for this, because a legendary ASHBRINGER quest line will be freaking amazing, and we get Hyjal as well. I am curious though if we're doing something with Axis and Broxigar's axe, because the Axe of Cenarius was data mined for phase like 5 or 4 really far back in time, so I haven't heard anything about it. And going to Hyjal and Broxigar and Sargeras, the War of the Ancients, Well of Eternity, that storyline is all intertwined, so it very well could be the Axe of Cenarius as well, and something to do with that. So we'll just have to see. I have no idea, and I'm just so stoked for phase 8. I'll keep the videos coming, keep the information, keep gathering for you guys, but can't wait to hear you guys' opinion. And until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.